Hi, my name's Natasha. I am the CEO of B1 Hope. Welcome to this podcast. I have here a very, very, very important guest. His name is Joel, DJ Jams. The reason why I'm so happy to have you here because I used to look after you in the holiday club many, many years ago, and it was called B1 Sports and Games. It's now called B1 Hope. And I would just like to ask you a few questions, okay? Because you've just left high school. You're going to be going off to college. But I want to know about your experience here as a mature student coming back to not B1 Sports and Games, but B1 Hope. In a nutshell, what does it mean for you to be here how many years later when we thought we'd never be running these kind of activities again? What does it mean to you?
It means a lot to me. Bearing in mind, this is like Beyond Hope is a family. Like, since even Beyond Sports and Games, it was like a family thing. Like, people would come and we used to have so many kids, and they would just all like run home and just like tell their parents what fun they had and what new skills they learned and what food they had or what tricks they did. So, my thing is, I just like to see the kids happy. So whatever makes them happy, we'll do. Yeah, and even when did I start B1 Sports and Games? When I was 3
years old when you first started.
It's so mad because, sorry, not so mad. It's crazy because to think that when I first started B1 Sports and Games, I got banned when I was 3 years old.
Yeah, for
and
now
bad
I'm
behavior.
working
For bad behavior. I know I'm working for B1 Sports and B1 Hope. It's just like B1 Sports and Games it's changed my life, and it's opened my eyes to so many different things. Even to to childcare as a whole. Like, I never understood like how big childcare can be, and like what kind of things, what childcare umbrellas. So I think along the way,
in regards to like safeguarding, health
Yeah.
and safety, in ratio, all of these different requirements that are statutory requirements.
yeah,
And you've taken it on board because when you're here as a child, you don't think about what goes on behind the scenes.
No.
So it's really good that you've graduated through and now you're actually working as part of the team. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. If we come back in December, what activities would you like to probably roll out?
I would like to do, like I said in before, to do like active trips, like maybe doing ice skating or something, like getting the kids moving, or going to like I don't know, going to see a football match or something, or just going to do like something active, or like to do something that will get them hype and excited, or like a theme park or something. That's
Christmas time, ice skating, cold winter, that sounds like something that we could do. Well, thank you so much, Joel, and thank you for getting up and being here and setting up and just really entertaining the children through your various workshops and just being a part of the team.
That's
really appreciate you.
Thanks
All the
for
best.
having me.
Now I am introducing my wonderful baby sister, Nicole. And I say she's a baby. I always do that. But you are the baby, but you have more wisdom than me sometimes. But Nicole, you were with me how many years ago opening up a very, very, very first holiday club. So you're not shy of doing this kind of work. You work in the Brent anyway, so you kind of know some of the families that have been coming to us, which I'm really blessed to have as well in terms of the special educational needs. You know the families and you've been able to support them.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you coming back and like after you've put down your play worker set and your managerial roles within holiday clubs, what does it mean coming back in a different capacity and in a different borough?
It's really important for me to come back to B1 Hope, especially working with children. I think once you're qualified, but the experience is working with different children that never leaves you. The fun, having the conversations about things that sometimes people don't want to talk about. Being with the children, it's really important because the things that we know, it's important for us to pass it on, especially the children that used to attend are now working here, and the children that come back year after year.
That's right.
It's really important.
Joel, your son, Shamika, our niece, my daughter Rihanna, my son, Janae, my niece, my son Rishay. It's a family business, so we are going to carry the baton. But the thing is, everybody who comes to B1 Hope will be treated as equals. They are not, excluded from any of the activities. They're disciplined the same way. They have time out. We have high expectations for them. And we've certainly evolved in terms of the program. So what would you say is the most best part of the program in terms of what we're doing now that we never used to do before?
I think we used to do most of the things. We used to do trips. We used to provide food. But I feel like it's not just about providing those things. It's the education about why we're providing those things. Why are we doing sports and games? Why do we want children to be active? Why are we providing food? And not just providing the food, but the conversations around food and healthy eating. Also the children trying new things. It's important to have those kind of conversations with the children as well as the parents. Why we exist? Why is B1 Hope here? What is our goals, our values and our aims as well? That's another thing that is important to actually share, not just tell people we're here. Yeah. Why are we here and what is the aim of it? Why are we different to everybody else?
Exactly, and we are different. We are a family brand, but to be fair, all the children that participate in this holiday club, they are going to be feeding into this club, and hopefully later on they'll want to come back and work and then pass on the skills that they've learned, just as Joelle has, just as Rishay will be, just as Shamika, and that fun that just continues to be evolving. We're not stagnant, we are growing, and the reason why we're called Hope now is because sometimes Hope is an acronym for heaven on planet Earth, but sometimes some people's lives might feel like hell on planet Earth, and we don't need to be in that kind of realm. We need to be in a positive role. So we do have very high standards. If we see something that needs changing, we will correct it and we will amend it. But I'm glad for that. And I just want to say as well, we need to say thank you for the Brent HAF for funding us and for allowing us to provide this workshop and the different programs. And without your support and without your funding, this wouldn't have been possible. And even though it's been a lot of hard work and there's been days where I don't want to come back, I'm so glad that I've come here because I've learned so much, had so much fun doing things and just learning from all the different families. So yeah, we do need to kind of like share a little bit more about what we're about and why we do things slightly different sometimes.
And also just to add, the ideas and the views from the children and the parents and the feedback is not just about us hearing, what they think. It's also about using that information to move forward, to implement things, to make things better. Like we said before, the staff see things one way, but we need to get the children's views and how they see things, because it's not about us saying, right, we're going to do this and this activity. We need to also plan things that the children are going to enjoy and, use their interests as well to help us to plan something that they're going to enjoy and gonna want to come back to take part in.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that. We've got a young lady, Sky, another family member. She's got a company, Sky Juice, and she was doing juicing for a couple of days, but she was talking about different products and the stuff that she uses and the reasons. So there's a lot of knowledge there, and it's nice to see young children coming in with their own skill set and inspiring others. So yeah, this is a club where people will develop their giftings and their skills, and hopefully they'll be able to pass it on. So yeah, thank you so much,
Thank
Nicole.
you.
I really appreciate you, Director Nicole.
Thank you.
All right.